Hi guys, how you doing? Ron here with Site Survey Pros. So I wanted to make this video and post it onto this YouTube channel because I did do it on my other YouTube channel, which talks more about lead generation strategies for IT companies. But I wanted to make this video specifically for other companies that are doing the same thing as I am for wireless site surveys, because like I mentioned in my other video, wireless site surveys are great because it gets you your foot in the door for other services, whether it's barcode scanning, software services, implementations, the hardware sale, etc. So I did talk about that on my other YouTube channel. So message me if you want more information about that. I talk more about lead generation strategies, SEO, ranking, and so on. So I wanted to go over what's working for me today, and I've had two, three other members try this, and it's been working great for them. Everything from cold email to YouTube ads and to organic SEO. So let's get started. So the first point I have here is Google organic SEO. So if you ever had a company pitch you on SEO services, let me know the price because I'm curious, because I've seen ranges anywhere from like 1,000 to 5,000. And when it comes down to organic SEO or just SEO in general, I think the main thing you have to look at is consistency of content, because that's the main driver. Aside from backlinks, you can get backlinks as long as your content is great. But the number one thing that's going to get you to the top of Google is backlinks and content. You're going to have the right amount of content. Your website is actually going to have to be optimized properly, like the titles and the tags. In my other YouTube channel, I actually go over it, but it's not hard. And if you follow the technique that I do on my wireless site survey lead generation pages or companies, you'll see that you can actually rank for your company if you kind of narrow it down and niche down. And what I mean by niching down is, don't go for those competitive keywords like barcode scanner. You might want to do barcode scanner in city. For example, wireless site surveys in Toronto. If you Google wireless site survey in Toronto, we actually dominate with 3 different websites, page 1. And you'll actually see that if you just Google it, and you'll see, Kinex Innovative Digital Group and Site Survey Pros. And you'll see actually Site Survey Pros in majority of your cities, just because we've optimized those pages and we continue to optimize them. But like when I say organic SEO, and it's difficult because trying to come up with content, different types of content, is difficult and challenging because it takes consistency. And it's like you always have to kind of figure out, well, what kind of content, what kind of keywords. And in my other group, I kind of talk about that more on general MSP and IT strategies, but I've been getting more and more questions about, like, well, what kind of content should I write in terms of AIDC, wireless, barcode scanning, and maybe I'll open a discussion to that on this channel, which will probably be good for all of us. But like I said, it's consistency. What I would do is I would go to a site like iWriter, or I'd go to Fiverr and get something posted. I wouldn't look for a particular writer, but I would actually give them a strategy and say, hey, I want these types of keywords in it with the keyword density of this, like 20% keyword density or 10% keyword density of this keyword, like wireless site survey in Toronto. I would want the article length this. And in terms of the strategy of the content length, it just really depends on what you're writing. But what I like to do is I like to look at the top 5 to 10 of my competitors, look at the average, and then base my article on that length, right? So that's one thing. Like I mentioned, go to Fiverr, get the requirements, put a post, and you want to make sure you probably get it like a native, a British, UK, American, or Canadian writer for your website, for your content. The other thing I want to go into is YouTube ads. I don't want to make this too long because I talked about this on my other YouTube page, but it's YouTube ads. Right now, like Google ads is getting expensive. It's always been expensive, but I ran a lead gen campaign and I think I paid about $10 to $12 a click. And we ran 7 clicks and we didn't get any results. Maybe our targeting is wrong, but the reason why I say YouTube ads is because majority of your customers are on YouTube. YouTube is owned by Google and it's the second most popular website. Like, there's billions of customers on YouTube. Now, when I say YouTube, and right over here, I said in market. Now, in market means people that are in market to purchase something. Now, this is where you do a lot of testing. In market is, they were on a Google related property, which is called the Google Display Network. So you can target people that were on any Google's display network. For example, during the day, they're searching for, barcode scanner, they're looking for like a computer repair or a wireless site survey. So when they go for their leisure or they're browsing a YouTube video for any reason, whether it's leisure or business, your ad can pop up before them, which is called an in-stream ad. That ad can pop up as a skippable ad. And you can call out to your customer saying, hey, are you looking for, or hey, Markham, or if you're in Chicago, hey, are you in the Chicago area looking for a wireless site survey? So what I would do is I'd hire an actor for about $20, get a video made, let it run for at least a minute. Because with the YouTube ads and in market, you don't have to pay unless they watch the video for 30 seconds or they engage with it, meaning they click on your lead form or that button. But if they skip it and they don't watch it, you don't pay for it, which is a great thing. So it's a little different from Google ads, but we found that this works because you can target your local area. You can say, I want to target people only in the Chicago area or in specific cities that's close to where the services that you're going to be performing. And I do that a lot because, we're in the greater Toronto area, but I'm targeting companies that are in Mississauga or companies that have majority of warehouses out there, which is in the West End, like Brampton, Mississauga, etc. So YouTube in-market ads is a way to go, and it's all about testing because you could really target down to keywords, because I specifically look for only companies that might be looking for barcode repair or wireless site surveys. So if they weren't looking for wireless site surveys or barcode repair, I'm not paying because I'm not showing those ads to them. Some people do too generic and they actually target people who are in the market for technology, but they waste a lot of money because they're just looking for people that are into technology, not specific keywords, what I'm doing and how I'm running. Because if I don't pay, I don't care. But if I do, I want to kind of figure out how come I didn't convert, were they looking for something else? And it's very easy to look into your YouTube ads. So I didn't want to talk about that too much. I probably talked too long about that. Now, the next thing is cold email. Cold email looks great because you can mine or you can hire someone for about 12 cents per email, targeted email, C-level directors, people within your city, and start using tools that do automation. And I like to automate probably everything here. I don't do the Google ads, I don't do the content, I don't do my YouTube ads, but I automate it because my virtual assistants follow my process. Even with cold email, we get the emails mined, we put them into our database, we send it out. If they reply, we send a second automation with a calendar request. If they don't book a calendar request, we send an automated email, and everything's automated, which is a good thing. It beats better than paying a salesperson $80,000 a year or whatever you pay them. The fourth thing I'm going to go over is directory. If you're into wireless site surveys, join our directory. And I'm trying to change this up because a lot of people are asking me for like group one-on-one or one-on-one calls. And right now, like, to be honest, I'm kind of stretching myself thin because I'm busy running, my group in Toronto, Innovative Digital Group. I'm also doing digital marketing, and I'm kind of orchestrating everything. So I'm not taking that many customers in terms of our technology implementations. We're very selective on who we work with, and we've been getting busy with kind of like the I guess digital marketing campaigns, because we've been doing a lot of one-on-one strategies, and it went to a group strategy, but that's still consuming my time, and I'll probably build within our directory listing. We'll just give people access because you guys pay $99 a month, or will be paying $99 a month. And I'm going to make it a small fee, like access to the course. And it's going to have everything step by step of how I perform everything and how I automate. Because, we, like, as business owners, we don't have the time, but we need to automate everything within our business. It's exactly like hiring like 3 or 4 salespeople, but I don't have any salespeople in Canada. Everything's kind of all based in the Philippines, automated, and we pay anywhere from like $2 to $5 per hour in the Philippines, and they do just as great work handling everything. So from chat to email to phone calls to calling back the customers, working with our automated chat bot online. When someone comes to our website, they engage with them right away, asking them if they need anything, services, product, etc., any questions. So anyways, I didn't want to ramble too long. I probably made this video too long. If you have any questions, let me know below, and I'll see you guys either on LinkedIn or just ask me some questions below. Thanks.